first carry for Latavius Murray. Muscles him off. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Well, the Buccaneers, they just had a nightmare trying to cover Amari Cooper in Week 8. 173 yards and a touchdown to boot.
People always talk about how crafty he is in route running. People forget his strength as well. He was an absolute beast against Tampa Bay. Pretty soon, he's going to have a nickname of ACB. You know what that's for?
I think I know where you're going, but go ahead.
Aggressive catch button in Madden.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Completes it right side to Cooper. Well, they have the yards anyway, so they're going to decline the penalty. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And the slot man goes in motion left. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And Mr. Cooper, Amari. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make it 3rd down. And here is the Cardinal defense.
Deion Buchanan was drafted as a safety, but makes many of his plays as a linebacker in their scheme.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing now is Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target.
I know I had packed to punch my tight too, and then I went to those little glass box.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
And I purchased something with the tickets. I put something on my gun.
Carr going to go on 4th down. He finds Crabtree for the completion. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away.
Fuck.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
To throw is Palmer. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. Despite the struggles for Arizona, Fitzgerald, he's still producing, isn't he?
He's always known how to change his game and continues to do so, continues to evolve as a receiver. Remember, he was one of the best outside receivers in the game. Now he's moved into the slot, runs inside, gets the tough catches, trying to produce at a high level and trying to rally his team to some wins.
He had 10 catches against Carolina, now 19 in the last 2 weeks. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. Second down, Palmer. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Palmer will throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Hey, bad, he's still up.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Bad boy, bad boy.
And Palmer gives to Johnson. 12 yards on the pickup. Johnson hoping to get in a groove because he was not in a groove in week 8. Just 24 yards on 10 carries, and that had completely gone against how the rest of the year had gone to that point.
He came into the game riding a streak of 3 straight 100-yard games on the ground, so you knew all the concentration would be on him from the Carolina defense, and they were able to slow him down. One of the first teams to do so in 2016. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Oh, my gosh. He's pulling the highlights. Get the fuck out of here.
And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz.
Oh shit, I scored a touchdown.
He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game.
I thought I was going for a touchdown. I was going for 2 points.
To kick it away.
Right.
That'll be he take it in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just.
I need to do some adjustments. Yeah, X is hard to fucking slow down. Yeah, Bad's asleep.
Shy of the 30-yard line.
Bad's either asleep or he's outside smoking.
First down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the play. Now Jones is hit. He
Yeah,
lost the
shit.
football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And what's how you going to get on
won
tomorrow?
that play so fast, and I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Play action. It's Palmer. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On third down, Palmer. Out to the front. That's
why
complete
the
to
fuck
his
would you
running
run out
back.
of bounds?
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
It is incomplete. Well, we have a second. I have to ask you what you dressed for Halloween.
It was tough. I had to try and narrow it down because there's so many different great options. So finally I decided to just go as your bodyguard. I thought that would be kind of cool.
It's funny because I was going to say I went as Charles Davis. Some guys in the league, though, they got into the act, didn't they?
Yeah, he certainly did. We saw Richard Sherman at a press conference last week, and he revealed that his wizardry is not just on the field, it's off the field. And I had a chance to talk to Cam Jordan of the Saints and asked him about that, and he said he had it narrowed down to 2 different superheroes that he was going to wear for Halloween because the kids wanted him to.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Two minutes to play here in the first half.
Is that you scoring that? Or is that bad?
Desert after this. Now Carr throwing on second down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That'll be a gain of 16. And it'll be third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Carr now on first down. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Floyd, 75 yards. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Caught, right side, Gresham. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. Here comes Oakland again on offense. That win against Tampa Bay. It was interesting because they had 23 penalties. An NFL record, 200 yards of penalties. That's hard to believe. How do you do that and win a game?
That is one of the great questions and mysteries. But I choose to look at it this way. This is a Raiders team that has some character to it. Yeah, the penalties you want to erase. Giving up that much yardage, you don't want any of that. But finding a way to overcome it and win a big game on the road in overtime, that speaks to those guys in a positive way.
Carl try it again on second down. Flush to his right. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try to put points on the board.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And they're definitely showing blitz here. On first and 10, it's Palmer. Looking for Floyd, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. As the Raiders come back out on offense, you and I agree we have to give a tip of the cap to Donald Penn, who scored in Week 8 his 4th career touchdown, most ever by an NFL player that weighs over 300 pounds.
So what he does by doing that is he gives new meaning to the term big boy football.
Motherfucker.
He's at the 40, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray in the final seconds of the first half, and the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Oh, I thought that was you.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
Shit.
They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
I fucked up.
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Defense showing blitz.
The pass.
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Then I fucked up.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And able to work his way down to the 16.
I drove it to the 30,
and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the... And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect. But overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They go with Murray again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. They come up in an offset eye. Now Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Why the fuck do you stop?
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
All right, now, blue 58. Blue 58.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Again, it's Johnson. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. Here we go with Johnson.
Yeah.
Get the first down here across the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
It's 4th and 2, and you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage. So you have to be definite about your decision about where to go.
Get ready. 1, 18. Mirror.
Both sides it works.
Here's Palmer.
Shit, I was fucking first down.
Jihad Ward in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Regular. Right now.
Palmer now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He's got the
Yes.
John Brown to the right side.
Fuck
A
yeah.
good pickup there, 26 yards.
Oh,
Well, we
shit.
haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
Oh, God.
This game has the feel of a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go, let's go.
They go to Johnson again, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. So they're challenging the spot. If you're a coach, you hesitate to throw the flag anytime it's a spot discernment.
You certainly do, because you feel like that's not one you're likely to win, and you may need that challenge flag for later in the game. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. 3rd and 2. Now Palmer. And he's got Gresham. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Let's go, Blue 58.
Now Palmer on first down. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I
So
know
this game was
that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away
they were
having to
losing
make
by
those
2.
slide
They were winning by
steps
2
in the
points.
pocket to
The
find
other team had the
angles
ball
to
with
throw
50
the ball
seconds left
through.
at the
He just throws right over
20.
the top of it because he can see everything.
At the
And sometimes
15,
he saves time and gets the
close
ball
to
to
the
the
end zone.
receiver quicker.
They went for a pass,
With Johnson.
and they got picked at the 3rd-yard line. That's it, ball game.
That's a love the run right there. This
Yeah,
guy's
he
known
wasted
for his
their
quickness, but also for
timeout.
his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case,
The
we've
school I
got a
went
guy
to,
who's
they're the
quick
Cardinals.
and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It was the other team scored 7-0, and then they scored a field goal. The school I went to, and the offense, the other team had the ball,
and he'll be now whistles,
and it was
the Raiders are
3rd and out.
for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
They hiked the ball to punt the ball, and they fucking went to the
And now for the
end
offense,
zone.
this is play number 11
It was a safety,
here on this
so
drive.
7-5. And the other team scored. They turned the ball over. No, we scored that next drive because we went 3rd and out.
The busy night continues for
scored.
Johnson.
Scored after the next drive.
There, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
It was.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here.
No, I take that back. They scored, so it was 14-5. And then we scored was 14-12.
Just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
By halftime. By halftime, it was 21 to 12 still.
Palmer gives to Johnson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout
it was
here.
Just the whole 3rd quarter, no one
It'll be
scored.
their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
So the
tie game, 4th quarter, and they're
it ended up going. It ended up being 29-27. Oh, this guy messed up.
To jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down.
Oh shit! He's probably pissed off now. It's over. It's over.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson taking it in from 7 yards
But that last drive was crazy.
And the
That last drive.
broken the tie.
For interception.
And And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute it.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
That was incomplete.
Back to throw. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be
so the other team, the high school team, all they had to do was kick the field goal and they were
He's back to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Yeah, third. They went for a third.
Let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
We still had timeouts though, what too? What they had messed up on was they went for the two-pointer earlier in the third, no, in the fourth quarter, early in the fourth. They went for a two-point conversion.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw.
Oh, come on.
That's definitely
that could have been picked.
He had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Let's go, defense.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And that is, I think he caught it. He did,
hell yeah, it's over.
It'll be incomplete. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for.
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah. Makes you want to play another one.
In winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. off now. Johnson. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
He's pissed, dude. He was wide open.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.
Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get in from a little. I know you're terrified about what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, heart building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out, like don't get loud when the come out. That instinct, keep up with your friends think. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, till them break your neck, gon' bust the rhyme.
Huh? Yeah. But yeah, they have my linebacker split. That was cool. Yeah. I hope not. Since they've been winning it, there's a high chance they always pick them.
Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their teams to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Palmer's Cardinals. With that, let's welcome in our fine broad. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, because
shift together here from the D-line.
My weak quarterback's on that side, so I flick him.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's the offense, and we talk about the tight end, Jacob Tammett.
A lot of people thought of him as simply a safety valve receiver. He can be a primary receiver. Jacob Tammett shows better athleticism than what people expect.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long, all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment, We're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys. And if they had any, it's probably gone after that run.
And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Patrick Peterson is almost an anomaly at cornerback. A big, thick, physical guy who can run with any receiver in the league.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss.
And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow.
Was that our group chat?
But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks them up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face a third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things.
Yeah.
Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
We'll give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. To the running game, it's Freeman, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up
They have the best offense.
Partner, that defensive end reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And it is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tammy, there. And it's 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any
They always get lucky on it, man.
They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, and they run successful.
Yeah, that's a guaranteed pick right there.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They'll run it. Freeman. And at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Devontae Freeman, his shiftiness doesn't pay off here in short yardage. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. First carry now. This is Johnson. Ooh, with a juke. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
Flushed out right. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful.
But they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. The defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
2nd and 10 now, and it's Palmer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. On third down, Palmer. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. Back onto the field comes this Falcons offense. And, you know, it was interesting reading some articles after their last game, the win over Green Bay, how big that win was. Because last year, you remember, they started out hot, went into a tailspin. Could that have led to the same thing in 2016?
What?
They were 5-0 in 2015 and finished up 8-8. So you're right about the tailspin. Dan Quinn, the head coach, has said this team is not like last year's, and he never lost confidence. But to your point, they had lost 2 tight ones prior to the Green Bay win. If they had lost a third, then everyone would have been asking the question, and we would have seen how Atlanta would have had to handle that.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator's relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly.
They're trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
So
come the Falcons now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. After the interception, here's Ryan.
Get the fucking pick.
That is incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's second down.
Pick right there.
Partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's fourth down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. 4th down. Here's Ryan. 20. That's caught. Jones. 26 yards on the play there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Get ready. Blue 95. Blue 95.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Cardinals a 1st down.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. That's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. So second down, 3 yards to go now. And the D looking like they may blitz. On second down, here's Palmer. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, Johnson. Oh, he pulls over him. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Well, partner, you might want to tear up your scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up a 1st down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They try the left side with Johnson. And he'll take this one up. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now it's Palmer. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Palmer on 3rd and long. Caught by Nelson left side. A career-high 8 receptions in Week 8 for Nelson, Charles. He had a nice game. He scored twice.
And they need him in a big way because Michael Floyd, he was dinged up, didn't play this past week. John Brown missed the week before against Seattle. Jaron Brown got hurt. He's out for the season, so they need someone to step into the breach. And J.J. Nelson can flat out fly. Ran a 4.28 at the Combine a few seasons ago. Wow.
Well, here we go on 4th down. Palmer. It's caught. Nelson. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Palmer. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Let's go.
Play action. It's Palmer. And now this one's intercepted. A 3rd interception for Palmer. A great read, and it's picked off.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Finding time. He's going to launch this thing. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards. I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that one.
And he's got his tight end, Tammy. Touchdown, Falcons. Jacob Tammy, as time expires in the first half, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. J.J. Nelson now to return. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I know that throughout his career, Carson Palmer has caught a little bit of grief along the way about winning big games and being consistent. But I noticed that when he doesn't connect with Larry Fitzgerald until the second half, their team's behind.
Absolutely not a good recipe. We were wondering, we said at halftime, they've got to get on the same page.
He is very important to his team. I would say vital. Carson Palmer finding Larry Fitzgerald, that's the winning edge for them.
All right now, blue 58.
Johnson on the counter and unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It's caught left side by John Brown. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. Palmer. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll be 1st down, Atlanta.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Caught by Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I really don't think that Julio Jones could be happier right now. Plenty of catch opportunities in this game. He's converted them, and
he will